Good morning, everybody. How's it going? Had a great show last night. We covered a lot of things with Danny G. We had fun in the sun. Yeah. We just a great job last night. Now, by the way, we got some interesting news that I posted up on the Discord, including a private New York University students are demanding. Originally started, they were protesting in defense of staff, and then they became, we want A grades for this semester, and then they said something about 1Z or something, grading for next semester, and then something about they wanted to have where class participation doesn't count towards the grade. I think the grade thing is a strange idea that you're saying is that you want every student, regardless of performance, to get an A score. Or like in a GPA, that's like a 4 or 3.5. Like, what? It's just, this is almost like participation trophies. I mean, you're saying is you want to give everybody like a GPA of 3.5 or better. Depending on the school system, that's not going to happen. It's not what the grades are based on. The grades are not based on your participation. It is based upon your academic performance and your par excellence in your work and your assignments and how you handle your work. This private New York University, if they were to push this, I think this would be a mockery of the educational institution's reputation as a private New York University curriculum performance. I don't think that would be something that would make any sense. Giving students that kind of score regardless of actual performance also basically makes a mockery of the school's accreditation too. You don't become a top-notch school when you start serving garbage. All right, if a student cannot perform in the classroom, cannot show their effort to doing a job, then no, they don't deserve that A. On the other hand, if the student really pushes themselves towards being the best student they can, yes, an A makes sense. But an A, I mean, that should not be given just to everybody just because they feel it's appropriate. How you doing, Johnny? Another transgender student in the state of Alabama has assaulted a female student in the bathroom. What are schools going to learn? I don't think that some of these transgender students are being vetted properly. I don't care what you say that, it's because they say I'm a male to female or trans woman or whatever. I don't care. I'm saying this, but if the minute you start picking and beating on another woman or student, female, guess what? You get the title of asshole. Okay, I'm not saying women don't beat each other up. They do. But in this case, no. Absolutely not. I don't see you in the same line as the other student that you beat up. Sorry. That's just my viewpoints on that. Okay, you can take it or leave it. But I'm saying it very simply is, if you want to be considered female, hands off in the bathroom. Okay. What else do we have for news? Anything exciting? Oh, yes, the Vinny G. Vinny G went very well. I mean, not Vinny G. Danny G. Yes, I know Vinny G too, by the way, from Australia. Danny G interview went swimmingly well. We had great turnout. The reviews, rewinds, was quite a few. I could easily change that from 18 plus back to general audiences, and we would not suffer any loss, because that is, it was set up to be appropriate for high schoolers to listen to. We didn't really get into the really dicey stuff until near the very end. I'm sure she is sleeping. I am sure she is sleeping or busy doing housework right now. She was just as tired. Yeah, they have to, as far as the transgender business goes. The problem is, it's part of the woke movement, and it's destructive to our academic system. It's destructive to our society. It's destructive to our cultural norms. I'm not saying that there may not be some valid transgender situations out there, but the thing is like I said, is the, there's a lot of wolves in sheep's clothing, and how you doing, Skynet? So anyway, we had a great show, and Danny G agreed with me as far as the hermaphrodite intersex, that Chatterbait and others in the adult industry do need to have more support for them, because the fact that the Aiden Christine, let's get this link up here, said so many people be blocking Nightbot. Nightbot is normally not designed to be an arrogant asshole. I'm not saying that Nightbot can't be an arrogant asshole, but let's see. Oh, that's right. Now, come on. Brain work. There you go. I had to spritz a little starter fluid into my brain cells. Cold coffee. Absolutely was a great show. Oh, I mean, there was more questions I wanted to ask, and I know she wanted to ask me. Maybe there could be a sequel. There might be, maybe it's in a couple weeks. We might, because she said she wanted to ask me a lot of questions too, and she didn't get a chance to ask them all, because, like I told her nice, I said, well, today the interview is mostly focused on you. Sounds like she wants to ask me questions, so I guess it'd be interesting to bring that up. I watched the rerun this morning, fell asleep at 1 a.m. last night, so I missed it. It was a great show. Yeah, absolutely. And I think it was very eye-opening for a lot of people, because there's a lot of things that are going on in the world that most people don't really think about. Like I said, she's been in a business, adult business, for a long time. Well, on stage and on a webcam. I came twice. We didn't do anything sexual. Just talked. But her voice was, well, okay. Yeah, she is. She's an absolutely wonderful person. She didn't know who Yam Ranch was. She certainly knew who Ed was. I told her she's been watching the show. She knows who it is. And me and her talked very briefly after the show because she was getting tired. And I said, well, I just got a quick question. I just want to make a quick statement about the situation with Ed and me. And so she said, okay, so you guys have separate leases. Oh, okay, so that means you can't throw him out, he can't throw you out. I said, no. She said, I see the situation. How you doing, Paul? Good morning to you. Let's hype up everyone about the Suck Up Challenge. Yeah, the Suck Up Challenge isn't actually scheduled as a date. If we... This monitor is acting very flaky. We'll talk about the one I'm looking at here. It goes blank on me. I don't think it's the cord. I think it's something inside the monitor. But it's not the temperature. The processor's not running too hot. The other monitor is totally fine. I'll throw in some stew. I got 5 on it. It's like 3 hours. Good show. Yeah, I really think that last night's show did show something very positive until that stupid N-word alarm clock kept going off. That's why I ended the show, is because when I kept hearing that stupid thing, I realized that somebody was getting bored and the soundboards were starting to come out, and I didn't want to see that. Yeah. Well, I got a donation of $20 last night. And I thank the donator for it. This donator has been a regular donator, and she wants to remain anonymous. But she said that the show was fantastic. Clearly, like some people were saying, is, well, you're trying to outdo Jake Hudson. No, but I'm sure Jake Hudson probably felt his interview was pretty good, and I'm sure it was. Because his was more focused on the game to talk with Jack. Whereas mine was completely focused on Danny and G, not the game. Although we did cover the game briefly. Yeah. No, not Tiger. Tiger didn't make the donation. But Tiger Kitty does hope to return soon. So we will, hopefully, Tiger and Andrew may be coming back in a short while. But yeah, I would say, if you're wondering when Tiger Kitty's coming back, she said she's probably going to be coming back soon. A lot of things going on, and same thing with Andrew. That Andrew's been having problems with the Yam Ranch in particular. I wouldn't use the word focused. What do you mean? What's wrong with the word focused? It's not indecent. Should I use the word de-blurry instead? De-blurry. Well, she was de-blurried. What does that mean? That means focused. Oh, well, why did you say focused? They say focused is a bad word. Why is focused a bad word? I don't know. Yeah. How you doing, Krista? Good morning. Good morning. How you doing? So, speaking of the fact is that the Yule convocation will be videotaped in an undisclosed location. It is to be outside. At least that's the plan. The weather for our area for outside for Tuesday night is gonna be cool. Yeah. So let's get to about the weather forecast for Tuesday. And I don't really trust the weather app on this phone that much. I think this weather app on this phone is full of shit. It keeps changing your stupid mind. First it says one thing, then it says another. Tuesday still shows that it's going to be sunny with a high of 0, which is fine. It's good for outdoors. Might be mighty cold, but it probably will be fine. Tuesday, today will be expected a high of 3 degrees and sunny. Sunday will be mostly cloudy with a high of 0. Monday, mostly cloudy with a high of 1. Tuesday, sunny with a high of 0. Wednesday, cloudy with a high of 1. Thursday, 40% chance of rain. Boo. However, Friday night, Friday shows. So I swear to God, this weather app is totally garbage. 70% chance of rain, high of 11. I don't think so. However, Christmas Eve, a high of -7 and sunny on Christmas Day. Sunny again with a high of -7. Monday, cloudy with a high of -4. Maybe it's cool outside. No kidding. Anyway, so I really seriously think that somebody in the weather site that feeds the weather information to Apple seriously doesn't know enough details about the weather. That's a lovely. It says Christmas says like Christina Cumbies parking lot. No, it's not Cumbies. I'll do that. I like stuff live. They were just playing pancakes. It was a pancake and a sausage breakfast. You can have coffee, hot chocolate, orange juice. Then the kids got to make an ornament with a Christmas cookie. Now that's lovely. Did you get the present? Because it says, sit on Santa's lap and get a stuffed animal. That's cool. Yeah, that's cool. Apple is trash. Well, no, it's the weather company that they're working with for the weather services. They're using weather.com, but the problem is weather.com lately has been trying to. It's not been very accurate at all. Really isn't. Okay, let me get the people on the panel here. It's Skynet. Good morning. How you doing? How's it going, Skynet? You're not giving me no sound.
Hola.
Oh, there you go. How you doing?
Hey. How you doing?
It's good, all right?
Good morning.
Yeah. Good morning to
You
you.
sleep good?
Yes, I did sleep good.
Yeah, did you rub one out?
Yeah. Did I rub one out? What does that mean?
You don't know what that means? I think you do. I think you do.
Yeah. Well,
I think
anyway, so maybe in a couple of weeks, Danny G and I are going to do an interview, but it's going to be in reverse. Because she wanted to know more about me, too.
Right, and it's going to be on ChatterBait, right? Please.
I don't know. See, she doesn't know how to do all this the way I do it, so she doesn't know all the ins and outs, the technical stuff. So we could do it on ChatterBait, but the problem is we have to check their terms of service on that because they seem to frown on thou shalt use our software.
Huh?
If we use your software, then we need to know how to do a cam to cam, and she's never done cam to cam. I've never
What do
done
you
cam to
mean they
cam.
need you to use their software, Michelle? I mean, OBS has a drop-down link for
You
ChatterBait.
can
You
use
just
OBS, yeah. I
Yes, I
used it.
know it has a drop down link for
So
ChatterBait.
what are you talking about? You must use their software. Like, what do you mean? Why do you have to
If
use their
you're
software?
doing any kind of camera meetings, like cam to cam, you have to use your software. You obviously cannot use any software that takes the chat off.
Hello, honey. You just go live on OBS and then capture her screen when she's on
Right,
her own stream, honey. Come on,
right.
honey. Yeah, what are you talking about? You have to use it. No, you don't. You use OBS and then you just
The only
capture
thing
her
is that
screen.
would also mean that she would have to be tuned into my channel, which is fine because so she would be tuned into
Right.
my channel, and I'd be tuned into her channel, and then the streams, in order to meet, like,
Well,
could
why would you
be
be tuned into
restreamed
hers and she
on.
be tuned into yours, Michelle? You'd be talking with each other, and you could literally just, you could literally just have her read the questions from her chat, and you read the questions from your chat. There's really no need for you to tune into hers. And if you want to communicate, just talk on a Google Meets
Right.
while you're streaming. Right? It's really not that hard to get set up. I don't know why you're
It's
thinking
not
it's so
hard, but
complicated. Right? It's like
she
child's
told
play.
me
You've
last
been
night. She
streaming
said,
for
"This is I'm
been
not too
streaming for how
technically."
long, Michelle?
She said to me
You've
last
been
night
streaming for
this
years
is
now.
what she said to me last night. She's not too technically savvy. She doesn't
Right. Well, apparently
know
you
all
aren't
the
either.
ins and
To
outs of
not
it.
be able to figure this out. I mean, you're not too technically savvy. It seems like either, Michelle. If you can't figure this out.
But it's all right, Michelle. So I got another question for
Get
you
it,
though about your plans for this evening, because I know we're talking about last night and in the future, but we still have a night show tonight.
We do have a night show, yes.
I personally think tonight would be a better night for the Christmas party opposed to Christmas Eve. I mean, I feel like a lot of people are going to be
Well,
not tuned in on Christmas Eve, doing shit with their family.
Actually, there's not going to be.
I mean, not everybody, but
there's not going to be that many people here tonight, probably.
No. Yeah, I know.
Well, I don't mind.
Maybe next Friday.
Sort of doing. We did that last year. I seem to remember that we had two Christmas parties. We had 1 week before the regular Christmas party.
Right.
And that was
Michelle,
the one,
every week should be a party. To
and
be
that
honest.
was the one that Ed trashed.
Every weekend should be a party.
I seem to remember that. And
Ed trashed the actual Christmas Day party, I think.
Yeah. We'll figure it out, I guess, Michelle. I mean, yeah. What are the plans for tonight? Saturday night show. Will it be worth attending, or?
But it was like you said, I'm still a little tired from last night because there was so much going on, so many questions. We went to bed so late, 2 a.m.
Oh wow!
I showed Ed some of the video, and Ed thought she was great looking. And I said, "Yeah." He said, "That's the one you interviewed?" I said, "Yeah."
And why didn't you invite him over to talk with her? I'm sure he would have loved it. You wanted her all to yourself, huh?
You tried to rub it in, huh? That's what it was. You're trying to be like, "Hey, look at this fucking piece of ass."
Check this out, Ed. I mean, they're swingers, Michelle. Maybe they'd swing with you and Ed. I mean, you never know.
Well, I think
they'd at least jacked off in the same room as you guys.
Yeah. Or you could
what I might do is I might invite her, Danny G, Ed, and me to be in like a private meeting to start with to kind of talk about things. I think
probably gonna have to pay.
That would be fantastic for Ed.
You better save those tokens up you want a private meeting with her.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Tokens of if you went private.
Yeah, they could get
Big news
expensive.
that I heard last night, though, is that you're allowed to play music on ChatterBait, so you're a liar.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know nothing about the rules, Michelle. You think it's YouTube. Like, there's literally basically no rules
Oh no,
on
Danny G
ChatterBait.
explained that if you play music in saved shows. Unsaved shows.
Who saves their shows, though? I mean, you want to catch it live. No one wants to watch a video of a ChatterBait stream. That's
ChatterBait doesn't even allow you to save
you
your
can't
shows.
even
You
save
have
the
to
streams.
re-upload
Yeah,
them.
you're not even able to save your streams.
Yes, you can save videos.
Well, how do you do it? Because you said you don't know how. So how do you do it?
I know, but she said people do save them somehow.
Well, I mean, who watches a ChatterBait stream, a saved ChatterBait stream? You gotta be really hard up for porno.
I think it was more like you can
yeah.
record a video, like, doing, seeing them doing what they're doing, and then they charge per minute for the replay. I think it's a little much.
Yeah, why don't you just do more ChatterBait stuff instead of YouTube? It seems like you'd make more money on ChatterBait than, YouTube here.
Yeah, you can.
Michelle, did you masturbate to frauding last night? Did you look up frauding and rub one out?
No, I just basically went to bed. My brain was tired. It was a long night. A lot of, good things came out of it. I had a lot of positive endorphins going on in my body. It was just like, oh, this is good. This is successful. I'm happy. So right now, I want to go to bed happy, and I went to bed happy, and I woke up.
Did you bust a nut? Did you bust a nut and go to sleep?
No. I
No?
just went to sleep.
Oh, should have rubbed one out. Probably would have had some sexy dreams.
No, I think I slept pretty solid. I don't think I even dropped it at all. At least nothing I remember.
I dreamed about fucking Danny G at the McKinley Memorial last night. Michelle, it was awesome.
I dreamed I was masturbating in a giant circle jerk auditorium while Danny G and yourself are on stage.
How many people are we talking?
100 people.
Damn. What place did you come in, or did you wake up before you finished?
Well, I don't know about like who finished, but I remember the mess.
Oh, Jesus. I'm sure it'd be hard to forget. I can only imagine what the smell would be like, but I don't want to, so.
Well, anyway, the point was
there was plenty of air conditioning. Don't worry.
Oh, nice. Ventilation is definitely
clearly, like everybody wants me to compare this to Jake Hudson's interview. I think, as I said before, Jake Hudson had a different topic than I did. I think he was more focused on the game than I was, and but I think that was successful. For him as it was successful.
Overall, it was good, I would say. Overall, it was good, but I mean, you kind of were neglecting Danny a bit. She had to ask you 4 times if you and Ed were exes, and you still never answered the question.
Danny made me feel pretty, yes.
I kind of wish you would have paid a bit more attention to Danny and asked questions opposed to just everybody else. But yeah, overall it was good.
Yeah. I think it would have been. I think it would have been a real hard to keep up if we did with the phones on top of the panels. The panel went fine, as I said, until the N-word cuckoo clock went off all the time.
I'm sorry to take my medication. My alarm was going off, and it was time for me to take my pills. And sorry about that. Who's next on the interview list? Who are your sights set for next?
I don't know. I have no idea. I had not figured that out yet.
I mean, technically, Michelle never even really set her sights for this one.
No, that's fair. They're just given to her, yeah. Well, you never know. That just goes to show you, Michelle, you never know who you're going to talk to or interact with. You've interacted with a transgender man who sings. You've interacted with a schizophrenic loser. And now you've interacted with a beautiful cam girl. So, I mean, you never know who you're going to come across.
Right.
Yeah, you never know what you're going to see on the MicheleMarieDalene show.
Right, exactly. Maybe
You're a
next
true
time
YouTuber
we'll
now.
be talking about diet books. Maybe not.
Usually some boogers, though.
Yeah.
I remember on Colonel Kermit and Friend, they had that guy there that's supposed to be feel good guy. And I thought the guy was full of it. I thought the animal psychic was even more full of it than he was.
You don't think he felt good?
Yeah. Fuck positivity, Michelle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was a
Fuck
liar.
it. Fuck that shit. I bet you I could get him mad, Michelle. I bet you I could get him a little razzled up.
Yeah.
So the plan is
Yeah.
to sing some songs tonight, right, Michelle? Do some actual karaoke, maybe watch a Christmas
Well, I think last
special.
time was pretty
short-
good, but for some reason I ended up getting kaboshed. I don't know exactly what happened. We started the singing, and then all of a sudden I got interrupted and derailed. I don't know
Well,
why.
now see what the problem was is we were singing specific songs. See, we gotta tread lightly in the Christmas department. We have to do, the same songs, but maybe like a slightly different rendition.
How you doing, May Dorset?
I learned a new
Basically,
Christmas
no
song
Dean
for
Martin.
this year. I got a new one in my repertoire. You know this one?
Well, let me ask you guys a question. You certainly will have time to think about it until tonight. Is if you could offer one wish to the world, one wish only, not 15,000 wishes. What is the most important wish that you would wish for the world? Let's just think about that for tonight's theme, because I think that'd be a great one. If you could
You wanna
ask
say that
only one wish, in other words, a genie, because he's short in time, says, I want to give
I
you one
wish
wish.
that everybody became dual spirited and knew what it was like to be you.
Yeah.
Good
I'd like
wish.
to see, I would wish
Could
to
you
see.
imagine if we all had a Loomy style person inside of us?
Not everyone's blessed like me and Paul, you know.
I would
Yeah.
really
Shut up,
wish
Bonnie.
to,
Get the
I
fuck
would like
outta
to
here.
see the end of homelessness.
I'd like to see the end of the world personally. I think that'd
Well,
be pretty cool.
yeah,
to
no, it's a
experience.
big wish, isn't it? I'd like to see the end of
Couple
homelessness
of
for
questions
everybody.
answered at once, you know.
Because we got, we see so much of it around the world
What
right
do you
now.
wish
It is
for the
heartbreaking.
world? That's a good question. That's a tough one.
Um,
I wish there were more cats. I wish like the cats, the world were just
right,
flooded with
Christine,
them,
I
and
agree with that one too.
people were to just accept them.
Right, in this so-called example, I'm sure the genie says, I'm sorry, you cannot have compound wishes. So, what would you like to see end? Homelessness.
For animals, yes. People,
I don't know if disease and suffering is counts as one wish or two. You
You're
can
gonna
sing,
wish
do they
for
know it's
disease and
Christmas?
suffering?
that's terrible.
It's like, do they know it's Christmas? I never heard of it, but it sounds kind of appropriate. It doesn't seem like Christmas. Where
It's
the fuck
beginning to
is
look a lot
Christmas?
like Christmas.
It's not even here. I go
Toys
outside
are in
and
the
that world's in
stores.
despair. Where the fuck is Christmas? I don't even see a tree.
8 days away.
There's no snow. There's no mistletoe for me.
Yeah, that is a good question, Michelle. I mean, it is kind of close to Christmas. Where is your Christmas tree in the background?
It's the little tree sitting on the train board.
I mean, why don't
I
you have
see a
like,
tree that like fell over in the water.
Yeah, like why don't you have a Christmas background or anything, Michelle?
I don't know. I gotta find one. I gotta go look for a good decent one.
Michelle, what's your obsession with penis trees?
Well, what about those so-called Christmas fireplace? Christmas.
Yeah, I've got like 5 of them loaded up. I got like 5 of
A
them.
Christmas fireplace? You mean like? Oh, okay. I know.
A Christmas dildo?
I don't know. I'll look at it. I'll look for something. But I tell you what, I would like to have for Christmas.
A new sex toy?
Almighty Yahweh, get Biden out of office. That's would be my favorite Christmas present. Father Yahweh, take Biden out of office.
Michelle, don't be saying that shit when the CIA is watching, you know? I
You
mean,
don't want to threaten the president there.
talking about Father Yahweh and stuff, they might think that that's some sort of, terrorist shit.
Don't worry about it. If the Secret Service knocks on our door, I'll explain it to them.
They'll definitely take you in if that's
I don't
the
think
case.
I don't think Joe Biden's doing a good job. Period. A lot of Americans don't. He has totally betrayed the American voter.
Michelle, if they were to go back onto your stream and they heard that you're wishing for disease and suffering and trying to get him out of office and Father Yahweh and shit, they're gonna think you're up to some terrorist shit, Michelle.
Might wind up on a list or something.
Yeah, I know Kamala Harris is of questionable quality too, but seriously, I just don't think. I don't think it's appropriate that we have an 80-plus-year-old man in office who doesn't even seem to know what day it is or what town
Looks
he's
like Not Andrew wants to squirt for Christmas.
in. I understand. Rusty, how you doing today, cat? How you doing? You guys.
Michelle, does Rusty talk to you? Does Rusty have a voice?
Oh. She's got a cat just like Rusty.
Dude,
Get your paws in the lower thing. She
Stay
said,
away
your
from this
cat is
butthole,
as big as
Michelle.
my
Don't do it.
Jack. I said, oh yeah.
Oh no.
She likes Rusty.
Oh.
Little hand butts? Yeah. Happy cat. So, at least Joe pretends to do stuff and works 3 days a week. Kamala hasn't even done. You're right. You're absolutely right about Kamala Harris that goes to the border. You're 100% right. She didn't do that. Why? I don't know. Maybe she's afraid what she might see and might totally mess up her perception of what's going on. So, quiet day.
All right, so Christmas songs. Can we watch Frosty the Snowman or Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer? Like one of those. Like, I mean, they're kind of short. That's why I don't want to watch like a long one.
The only problem is with Christmas music, and a lot of other music that's copyrighted, is we've been blocked so many times.
You're trying to get out of it. That's what I gather here. You don't want to sing Christmas songs.
It's still, it has to do with copyright laws. It's stupid.
I mean, what do you have in mind, Michelle? I mean, what could we do on a Saturday night that would be entertaining and fun? And
I am looking for some party games besides Jackbox games. I'm looking for something that's gonna be fun, engaging. Like Jackbox isn't the only rodeo in town. I know that.
What is it with Jack and games? Like, I feel like Jacks just make games. We got Jack's box, and then we got Jack's board game.
I don't know who owns Jackbox, but the point is that
what's that game? The balls and jacks. You throw the ball, you bounce the ball, and have to pick up the jacks. I was like, yeah, there's a lot of jacks games.
I still would love to actually, let's see. Your cat hair is making me itch. Jeez.
Maybe it's his fleas. Rusty's fleas.
No, it's cat hair. It's
How do you live with a cat?
Because Ed keeps it so warm in here, he thinks it's spring. And so it's kind of messing up his brain too. So his body's already starting to shed because he thinks it's spring.
It's probably getting his winter coat. What it is, more than likely, he's just growing his winter coat in, Michelle. I don't think he thinks it's spring. A cat's body doesn't really work like that.
You know, at least when I'm on Twitch, at least they don't block a part of my stream if I play something that's.
Well, then let's do it on Twitch, Michelle.
We could do it on Twitch.
There you go.
Just because everybody knows I'm on Twitch anyway. Yeah, YouTube has kind of gotten too far with that. Blocking the parts of live streams when you're live. Cat shed. Oh, alright.
Michelle, how much did that deal that you signed with Bounty get you?
Let's see. Oh, I don't have a deal with Bounty. Alright.
But I see you using their paper towels all the time.
I wish your gypsy could actually do something positive and help people once in a while. I'm not asking for much.
What do you put in your coffee, Michelle?
Cold water.
That's coffee. It's hot coffee.
What do you put in it? What do you drink it black,
Milk,
or do you put cream, sugar?
Milk and 2 saccharins.
Oh.
Michelle, how much? Oh, 2 saccharin packets.
2 sweet and lows, 2 saccharin.
Isn't that a place in Ohio, Michelle? Saccharin, Ohio?
No, I don't think there's a city called Saccharin, Ohio.
Oh, I thought there was a city called Saccharin. I think that's where Cyrex
It's
was.
a sweetener.
How are you looking on your saccharin supply?
It's sodium saccharin. It's a sweetener. All right.
You got enough saccharin for the rest of the year?
Got enough? Yes, I do for the rest of the year. Yeah, I gotta get some more. Order some more in January. Although, actually, since I can get free shipping on it from Amazon, just whip out the old plastic food stamp card and just put some in there. Another 3,200 packets. Yeah. What are you doing? Cleaning your paws on my table. Yeah, okay. She doesn't like it. I understand that, but does she also put blessings on me? Positive spells, spells to help me achieve success, things like that. I mean, even Danny G doesn't like it.
Ed don't even like Ed, Michelle.
I know.
Yeah.
So,
Fucking Grinch.
maybe.
How's your FetLife profile looking, Michelle? Have you got any hits? Have you sent any messages?
I haven't
Good what?
worked in the stuff lately.
Yeah, maybe add some new pics. Message some people, your area. Join some groups.
Maybe post about yourself. Let them know you're interviewing porn stars.
So what are you looking at? He's always looking at something.
Yeah.
Well, he's got eyes, Michelle.
Yeah, so anyway, I'm just saying it's just that I could use blessings too. I mean, I'm trying to do a good thing. I'm trying to grow a channel that's very hard to grow. It's not easy to grow a channel like this. Sometimes it's hard because a lot of people have gotten the wrong impressions over the years what this channel is, and trying to fix that. You know.
You want to watch some Christmas themed pornography?
We want to watch some Christmas themed stuff. I'll have to find something.
No, I said Christmas themed pornography, Michelle.
Christmas themed pornography.
Yeah. Santa banging some woman.
Ho.
Maybe a midget elf.
The problem is you can't show that on YouTube. That's the problem I'm trying to explain.
So what you can do though, Michelle, is watch it but not show it, but you can still react to it and describe what you're seeing. You can describe it and say, "Oh, well, there's a a portly woman dressed like Mrs. Claus that's getting ready to get banged
Dabs,
by
I
a
trust
midget
the
elf.
magic. Just as I trust my readings from Virgo the Goddess, okay? In fact, Virgo the Goddess had a lot to say that you have positive entities, angels that are watching over you, and there are some evil people trying to destroy you. And your angels are trying to to help you from avoid making mistakes, which is true.
Michelle, do you think me and Skynet are angels?
Do you think me and Skynet are angels?
Yes.
I think she's talking about a celestial type of angel, but you guys are support, and you guys are important too.
So what are you saying? We're not angels?
Oh, you're not demons either, so but you guys are important. Yes, you're supporters and you're emotional.
You've heard it here first, everybody. We are not angels, but we are not demons.
Yeah. Definitely don't want to be a demon, Michelle. Definitely don't want to be a demon, that's for sure.
I don't know exactly how that. Okay, I don't know how we could do that on Discord. I don't even want to begin to guess. I mean, I think that it would be kind of hard to do that, but okay. Yeah, so like I said, I'm glad that Craig came on the show last night too, and he was using his wife's phone because his phone is out of commission. But he was there, at least in the chat section last night.
Yeah, always a pleasure to have Craig and everyone else for sure.
I just don't know. I don't know where the Google moderation team comes up from, because every time I post Chatterbait, even a link to it, they erase it on me. I don't know why they do that.
Well, it's very odd that you don't just accept the fact like you do with the whole copyright shit.
Yeah, they're always watching, Michelle.
Must be some pretty bored people.
I think it's that
millions
they don't
of
want
live streams a single day
being promoted for on their site.
Yeah, I think it's just more of like an automated
so
thing.
I wonder what would happen if I basically had Nightbot say it, Chatterbait every minute. What would happen? Would YouTube?
Hopefully, you'd get banned.
Yeah, we could get Nightbot out of here finally.
Michelle, that's spammy. We don't like spam.
Short list to disguise it. They do that to me too. Yeah, I don't know. Even know who they are, considering I have no way to actually reach out to them. I've actually wanted to know if there was an email or a way to reach out to these people and say, "Hey, who the hell are you?" You know.
Oh God, what's this gonna be?
What kind of rules do you have versus what the terms of service says? You know.
Why do we always got to figure out the rules in the morning?
Why was Thompson constantly being deleted by them? Now, I'm not saying I didn't delete a couple of Eric Thompson's comments too, but the thing is that she keeps repeating the same old shit day after day after day. She can bring the man close to me. Ooh.
You talking about yourself?
It's kind of like a steering wheel on a car that can be pulled up. Gotta admit, it's kind of cool with this monitor. All right. The only thing is,
I feel like you're talking about yourself.
What's that?
Are you talking about yourself, Michelle?
No. I was just pointing out something about this monitor, which I do find interesting. Even though it's a VGA monitor, I seriously kind of wonder if this would be nice to go ahead and upgrade this monitor for 1080p monitor with display port, so I can just plug it straight in without using an adapter cable. Because this is a cute little monitor. Where can I find a 19-inch monitor that does 1080p?
Fascinating, Michelle. Fascinating.
Yeah. Yeah, I know I got a good show, but I mean, could you imagine support human being, somebody at Google moderator, sitting there and watching every single YouTube channel live, every single
Oh,
one.
how do you understand the whole fucking music copyright thing?
Yeah,
You don't
it's
understand the chat.
automated, Michelle. It's literally programmed into the program of YouTube. If you type in ChatterBait, it will automatically take it away. It's not an actual person sitting there and clicking the button. It's programmed into YouTube's format and
Yeah.
algorithm. Yeah, it's not an actual person sitting there. It's literally
Debs,
programmed
I don't know
into
where
the
we go after
algorithm to
this.
do it
We have achieved a
automatically.
You don't
milestone.
want to hear it. You don't want
We have
to.
achieved a
Not a crazy
milestone,
concept. Yeah.
and we need to work on trying to continue to push ahead and try to get more people on the show, because that was an excellent show last night. Dana G enjoyed herself. We all had a good time. And so, yeah, we had a great show, and I'd like to see more of those great shows. Yeah. Yeah. Stretch rejoice.
Michelle, you want to do some exercises tonight?
Right now, I'm just trying to stow. Just kind of my brain, my joints are still stiff.
No. I'm talking about tonight, Michelle. You want to do some exercises? You know, like group exercise kind of thing.
Just getting out of this chair can be hard. But yes,
You don't have to get out of the chair to do some exercises.
I know that. But I'm like
You
I
can
said,
just
it's
sit
like
in the
I said.
chair, scoot back, and lift your legs. Do leg lifts. You could, you know, push off your heels. Work out those calves.
Looks to me like people must be sleeping in today. We only got 4 viewers right now.
Who would have thought, Michelle? Who would have thought? People sleeping in. I'm surprised how many people actually make it for the morning show.
They do. They watch replays. A lot of people do.
Yep.
So
not everyone up is at 10 a.m. and you got to remember. I mean, this is like
I might be trying to reach out to
8 a.m. in California, Michelle. I mean, if I was in California, I would never be up at 8 a.m. on a Saturday.
Yeah.
Never.
Not even 8 at 7. Yeah. Well, it's almost 8 now, but yeah, it starts at 7. I don't know how the West Coasters did it or do it.
Well, anyway, I'm gonna
Basically, you just can't make it. I mean, you're fucked.
Yeah, I think people like the reruns because they can fast forward and rewind to them and see the good chunky stuff. That's how you understand that. You know, like
it is pretty smart.
Which makes sense. That's one of the reasons why I like doing videos too, because you can do the same thing. So
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like when I'm watching a video, let's say it's like a 2-hour video. If I really want to get to the good chunky bits, I'll just fast forward, and then if I feel like I missed something, I can just rewind it back. Same thing when I had my satellite dish from my DVR, same deal. If I wanted to watch the show, I could skip all the commercials. But then again, if I find a commercial that just happened to flash by, it looked interesting, I'll just go hit rewind and I'll go back and watch the commercial.
I have a question about DVR service. This goes for anybody, though. What was the first DVR service? I can't remember the name. What is
TiVo? Like, TiVo. TiVo.
Yeah, I think she might be right. I think she might be right. I think she might be right.
TiVo. Yeah, TiVo was the first one.
TiVo. Yeah. Well, let's ask Alexa.
And it didn't actually use a service. It was actually a freestanding box that would hook to your TV. Oh, I guess because after all, we're talking about digital video recorder, but the one about the analog video recorders, aka VHS tape.
Replay TV and TiVo.
If you think about analog video recorders or VHS videotape was probably the very first of the first. Well, actually, Betamax was, but.
And then what in TiVo, Michelle? It would look at the things you would record, and then it would record other things like suggested shows and stuff, right? Like it would try and
Right, exactly. Yeah, it would try
I
to
think
yeah.
the
promote
suggestions
other
came a little
stuff.
later to TiVo, but it had, it was nice because you could actually add in, like, get on the regular, even over the air TiVo, you can still get the program guides from the TV channels because they would put the program guides together, especially when they started to go high definition video. They started to have TV guides as part of the signal stream, so you could actually get the channel's playlist or what they're going to be showing next. And the
Yeah.
TiVo would actually store a couple
Oh,
of
always
hours
wanted
of
one, never had one.
playlists, so you could select the shows to record, and actually, especially with over the air one, you could have
So you got
multiple.
a VCR?
Yeah, that's an AVR, analog
Do
video
you do
recorder.
you have
You
a
own.
do you have a VCR, Michelle, a
No, I
video
don't.
cassette
Not
recorder?
anymore. No,
No.
no,
Too bad.
no. We got rid of the VCR years ago.
That's surprising, Michelle. You seem definitely like the type of person that would have a VCR and lots of videotapes.
Well, we used to, but
Yeah, it's surprising you got rid of it. But you know, I mean, I did as well. I kind of regret it. I gave a lot of my stuff away, Michelle. You know, it's kind of a regret now, but I mean, I get it. I got rid of it as well. I got a ton of
the thing is,
DVDs,
though,
and
with
I'm sure like someday I'll be
VCRs
getting
is
rid of those.
that so many of them, especially in the end, were made cheap as garbage. They weren't made that well. They were just mediocre quality production. Kind of like the Tension tape, cassette tape mechanisms. There were just a few manufacturers making innards, and they were not made that well. You know, you like to swing that tail at me, don't you? Swing that tail, that big kitty tiger tail. Yeah, I see your tail.
Michelle, please. No, come on. That's gross.
Well, I mean, I'm petting my cat in the back.
Yeah, you're patting them on the back. That's what's kind of
If I
saying.
teach 2 hours to go
Don't touch
back
them
in
there.
time an hour.
Don't touch
You-
them there.
You're like, I'm molesting him, Michelle.
Right. And it's me uncomfortable as a cat.
No, he's just laying. He's just laying right next to me here on the floor. So yeah,
Gonna get anything for Rusty for Christmas, Michelle? Gonna give him like a can of wet food or some catnip, something special out of the ordinary, clean his litter box.
I have to look into that. Catnip.
Yeah, you know, I mean, cats
I can
are
get some.
pets, you know.
I can
Maybe
get.
Skynet will give his dogs a couple extra treats or something that day. You know, you got to make them feel like it's a special day of the year as well. You know, take care of your pets,
I'm
guys.
still thinking that maybe Rusty would like to have another kitty cat, but I don't really know.
Michelle, there's been callers that have called you throughout the years trying to donate cats to your house, and you've turned them all down.
Keep rejecting them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing is, I don't know. As I said, because Rusty is the alpha male cat, I don't know how he would feel about another cat coming in here. He's still going to want to maintain his top-notch status. Maybe if it was a beta female or maybe a beta male, maybe they would get along okay. Someone's got to be the top cat. Someone's got to be the bottom
prostate?
cat.
How would he feel about beta prostate?
How do I feel about what?
A beta prostate.
You say beta prostate?
Yep.
Beta prostate. That's how you said it. I was like, I don't know what that means, beta prostate. But I think for Rusty, I think the only cat that he's ever going to be able to allow in here is one is more submissive, because he's dominant. He's not going to want to have another cat.
You're going to rape the cat.
His son was also an alpha male, and he got mad at his son. He kicked
Sounds
his
like
son out.
he's trying to find a cat for Rusty to rape.
That's yeah. Why can't there just be two alphas, Michelle? I mean, there can be two alphas. They wouldn't have to fight all the time. They could just, run the apartment together.
I think one of the things that's suggested when people introduce cats to the home is don't force them together, but just let them kind of slowly get to understand each other territory, and that makes sense.
Yeah.
Give me a lot of tail action.
Kind of like when Ed was introduced to the apartment. Like,
Where
yeah, it's
is
gonna be
everyone?
tough.
This is what I'm saying, Gianni. It looks like
Everyone's
everybody
asleep there. You
is.
know, people were up fucking last night. People were masturbating frantically. I mean, people probably have messes they gotta clean up.
Yeah, it was a good show.
Yeah, Rusty is definitely an alpha tomcat. Oh yes, he is. He's the Godfather cat. He may be fixed today, but boy, he still knows what he wants. He's definitely the top sirloin in the cat
Probably
world.
food.
Hell yeah. I don't know where everybody else is, but I mean, like I said, I'm tired too. I mean, last night was a major show with so much energy. I think everybody basically just needs to just take a break and take a recharge, do whatever they need to do, and I agree with that. I mean, I was tired this morning. I got up late. I was like, ugh, it's 8:30 already.
They're actually surprisingly awake for somebody that had such a long stream last night. Like normally you'd come on here, you'd be yawning, you'd be fucking
Yeah, and
yawning.
then somebody had said to me, "Oh, Michelle's not enjoying herself." Excuse me? Who said I wasn't enjoying myself? I certainly did enjoy myself last
Yeah,
night.
who said that, Michelle? Was it Andrew S?
Uh,
She's being
I don't
false and
remember who
cute.
said that, but it's in the chat. And I
Wild.
pointed out, and I say in the chat, I said, guys, I'm trying to make sure everything goes fine. Trying to keep an eye in the chat, trying to read the chat, this is before we had anybody on panel. And I said, I need, I want to make sure that the show goes well. And that was important to me. And I think you guys were important because you did bring some content. I didn't think of some of the more unusual questions that a man would think of because, I'm not a guy.
Hey,
First of all,
don't sex shame us, Michelle. I mean, women have
Gender
questions
shameless.
too.
Yeah. Michelle, women are perverts just as well as men are,
I know that.
Just because we're men, We're not always thinking about pussy, just most of the time, but not all
like
the time.
I said, Danny G said she wanted to ask me questions, and I was nice enough. I said to her, well, the thing is, this is your show. This is the time to interview you. If you want to interview me, we could do that too. Maybe I'll ask you to come up again tonight. Maybe. Or at least maybe I could talk to her privately and find out what kind of questions would you like to know the answers to? Because I know you said you had a lot of questions about me. And there was questions I couldn't answer last night because of the fact is that the show was for her, not for me. So I'm sure one of her questions is, why did you decide to go on Chatterbait after being recommended to it 6 years ago? And like I said, is that originally I was recommended Chatterbait because some people thought that it would be a good platform for me. It is.
Michelle, the next time you guys do your stream, can you guys do it topless though? So we've got some boobs to look at. I felt like we could have really, taken it to the next level if I had some boobs out.
Well, I still gotta clip my microphone to something. You want me to use a nipple clamps? That would hurt. That would hurt!
You clip it to your cord.
This has
on
got
your
a little
headphones.
croc clip on it. A tie clip on it. You clip that to your boobs. Ow!
I mean, if that's what you want to do, Michelle, be my guest.
Now, maybe if you were a guy with a hairy chest, maybe clipping the croc clip on the microphone wouldn't be so bad to some of your hairs, but
Stop shaving.
I don't have any hairs on my chest. Yeah, I know. I absolutely had a good time.
Would you like to grow some?
Would I like to what?
Would you like to grow some hair on your chest?
No.
Good chia pet.
I don't want hair on my chest. Please, no. That's bad enough. I get them on
What about on your back, Michelle? Do you have a hairy back?
I don't have a hairy back.
No?
I don't want hair on my body.
Do you have a happy trail?
I'm not a hairy type of gal. Thank you very much.
What about hair in your ears? You got any hair in your ears?
In fact, I saw the picture someone showed
What
me.
about hair between your cheeks? You got hair between your cheeks?
Not really much. Just a tiny bit. But anyway, the thing is that I saw the
Do you ever comb
picture.
it?
I saw the picture that was from in the porn section when Minnie Manson went naked on Kermit and Friends. Like, what the hell?
Right. How do you feel about that? He's obviously trying to chase your fame.
How I feel about that? You mean when Minnie Manson was on Kermit and Friends and strips down naked on camera?
Yeah.
I don't think that's appropriate. I mean, but then again, it demonstrates exactly why I will not use StreamYards, because there's no protection against that. And since StreamYard says a policy that you can only stream for 20 gigabytes or whatever, 20 hours, and then the video in your software is expired, you're gonna pay for it. I'm not gonna pay $20 a month for software like that, which is total crap. Sorry, StreamYards, you really gotta work on it. There's some things I like on it. There's some things I hate. One of the things is the fact is that for the poor host is there needs to be an option where we can have a stream.
All right, Michelle. Well, let's engage with the chat. Dabs has a comment. Can you read what Dabs said?
Okay, his comment is, last night's stream made Noodles and Kermit and Friends look like garbage. Well, last night's stream was very different than what both of them normally cover. Different genre, different content makes better pizza. Because, I mean, they have their own group of content that they do, and I don't.
No, the more recent message.
Okay, I'll tell you what. I would love to see Noodles do an interview with Danny G. I would love to see him do that. I'm going to suggest that to Dan.
Oh, no. Fuck no.
I'm going to suggest that to Noodles because
Michelle,
I
what's
think.
I'm going to send her an email and warn her against that. So
Yeah, why
do
would
whatever.
you even want that, Michelle? That's weird.
It's really fucked up of you, honestly.
Yeah. Why would you do that to her? You don't like her much, do you? You really don't like Danny G, huh, Michelle?
I like Danny G. I think
oh,
she
well,
needs.
Why would you suggest that?
I think she would benefit to be more, more familiar with the people in the community. I think that.
Yeah, just get her life fucked with, Michelle. That's great. Yeah, get the
Michelle. Those people are into drama and shit. That's not even. Did you listen to anything she said?
Yeah, apparently not.
Okay, no, I heard a lot of things being said. One, she doesn't like it.
I want you to understand this, Michelle. She does not like drama. She likes weirdo
I got that.
Perverts. Weirdo perverts.
I did hear that.
Now ask yourself, is Noodles show drama?
Noodles is drama. Kermit and Friends is the new dinosaur. Yeah.
Michelle, she doesn't want to. Kermit and Friends, they're not really. I don't think. I got the vibe that they like to talk to therapists. They don't really talk to like porn stars.
Right.
So why would you even Why would you even recommend either one of those shows?
Kermit and Friends is like the new Merv Griffin and Dinah Shore show. I'm sorry, Elisa, I like your show for some things, but it's put this way.
If you wanna
I remember when I was a kid, I used to watch the Dinah Shore show. Let me tell you something. Elisa, your show is the new version of the Dinah Shore Merv Griffin show. Okay? It's got its viewers, it has its content. You can promote all the diet books you want. But the truth is that your show is for an audience that is not something that Danny G would cover. I mean, maybe Jack and his game, might be something that Jack might be good on Kermit and Friends because that's kind of what he does. But then again, maybe he would still be really not the right fit either.
Michelle, I can't believe we're talking on the morning show about what other shows should do with your guests. It's weird.
Well,
Yeah.
it may sound weird to you, but to me, it's natural. I mean, I'm just giving my opinion, and I'm hoping that somebody will seriously give it some thought. I mean, Virgos are very picky, but we also very observant. I don't want to see anyone in this medium languish, but I mean, it just like as I said, there are things I would like to see all the medium have a chance to, to accept a critique and say, okay, maybe we can fix our show better. Another show is pointing out some of our flaws. Let's work on it.
Michelle, I know there's not a lot of people in the chat, but there's no reason for you not to keep up with it.
Yeah.
You got slow mode on and everything. I don't know how you don't keep
Kevin
up with the
Sex
chat.
Michelle, we get.
You're not even a
She
Virgo.
was nice
You're
to
an
you, and you
Aquarius.
think she's pretty.
Aquarius or whatever.
You're talking about Elisa. Yeah, Elisa's pretty, but I just like you said, I felt the show was. But that's all I'm gonna say about that. I mean, I think, and it's just like I heard about, in the Crossroads chat that the Kermit and Friends chat is starting this. Discord is starting to suffer a loss of people. They're starting to lose people, lose memberships. I've been there. I just feel bad for Elisa. I think that she's got the capability.
Drama isn't for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, Elisa, I don't sense Elisa is drama. I don't think Elisa's in the drama category. At least not strictly speaking. I mean, she is, and then she's not. You think you do, but you don't. Yeah, kind of thinking, right?
What do you think about Minnie Manson, Michelle?
Well, clearly comparing Minnie Manson interview to Danny G is very different because Danny G was very positive energy, a lot of positive energy flow, made everybody feel comfortable.
Yeah, Minnie can be kind of a crybaby.
Yeah, Minnie can be. Yeah,
A bit of a diva.
I remember I'm backstage in Lisa's show. I mean, I really tore into Minnie Manson at the
Really?
time because she was whining because she wasn't getting enough camera time.
Did you call her a woman?
I don't have her phone number. I don't call Minnie Manson, so. I do have Danny G's Twitter, so I clearly have talked to, Danny
So
G.
I do think maybe you should consider going back on Elisa's show and bring up now that you're interviewing porn stars, and if anyone out there wants to be interviewed by you, that you'll do it for free.
Yeah, that she has a show, I believe, tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern, I think. No one gave me a link yet to it, so to be on the panel. So I mean,
you might have to get in touch with her personally, or whoever does her management. I don't understand, but get on there.
I have Elisa's email. Yeah, I can contact Elisa and say, hey,
there you go.
I'm gonna come on your show. I mean,
Elisa's female. I can contact her.
Yeah,
he's not scary. He's got tits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we took all the good Kermit viewers and Jake. Yeah, you could flash Kermit. That would. That's not my style. I wouldn't flash anybody. No, that's not my style.
Yeah, don't be doing no flashing.
Now, speaking of Jake, I don't know much about his content. I watched his interview with Jack, and Danny J. I see things in his interview style which I didn't want to do. So that's why I tried really hard not to turn it into a me show.
Michelle, I said it was a good show. We don't gotta keep hashing it out.
Yeah.
Let it be, Michelle. It's already done. Yeah, it was fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the point you're trying to make is
Any questions that, I mean, we don't have a huge number of viewers today. We're not bringing them in today. Everybody's sleeping in, it looks like. So,
You gonna hit up Tiger Kitty and see how she's doing? How's she doing?
yeah, I already talked to her and Andrew. They are going to be arranging to come back soon. They're dealing with their own issues right now.
Uh-oh.
They're
What
taking
happened
a
with
break
Andrew and
from
Michelle?
things in general. So
Andrew was just here the other day. I wonder what happened with him. Did he get sick again or something?
no. You mean Ed or
No, Andrew. Andrew was just here. I think maybe what, Monday, Tuesday, maybe Wednesday. Wasn't Andrew here the other day? And now he's taking a break as well.
he had a run in with Yam Ranch again. That's what I'll say.
Okay,
On the
what happened with
Discord,
that?
because apparently Yam Ranch went out of his way to find out how to contact Andrew's place of work and
No way.
started spamming phone calls at his employer, and Andrew found that absolutely disgusting. He says, "Why is this? I came to YouTube to have a good time. Now I got people calling my place to work and saying all this horrible stuff."
No way. You can't call Scotland from America, can you? That'd be
Oh, you
expensive.
can. You can call Scotland from anywhere
Really
you want.
expensive, wouldn't it though? That would cost us a long distance.
Not if you got something like Skype. It's not so bad. If you
Oh.
really think about it, there are.
The second I hear that beep from a Skype call, I just hang up. I don't even know who it is. It's,
Oh,
you guys
by
Skype,
the way,
fuck
that's
you.
an interesting topic. I'm glad you brought that up, Krista.
That blurb, yeah.
Apparently, somehow, somebody made a mistake on the Soup Kitchen's tax returns a couple years ago. They're no longer a 501c3. And I guess somebody who was doing the Soup Kitchen's taxes forgot to keep the 501c3 status. And so they ended up getting registered as a commercial business. And now they owe back taxes. And so I guess now the Soup Kitchen is going up for sale to pay off back taxes. I don't know how that happened.
Took out a business loan, Michelle. Get to the Soup Kitchen. Take it over.
I'm sorry, I can't afford to buy the building.
You gotta take a loan out. How did you learn that all this came about, Michelle? Was there a story in the news about it?
There was a story on Facebook. There was a news article on Facebook about the Soup Kitchen doesn't have a 501c3 status, and there was an audit performed on the Soup Kitchen, and they owe back taxes because they're no longer considered a 501c3.
So they currently owe back taxes, or was this something that happened a while ago?
Yeah, apparently after Kerry took over from Helen.
So they currently owe the back taxes?
So they owe back taxes.
Sounds like the open Soup Kitchen is ran by thieves.
Yeah, it sounds like a Ponzi scheme or something, Michelle. Some kind of corruption, definitely.
You're right. It does not run by fees. There is no memberships. There's nothing. So how?
No, Michelle. He didn't say fees.
So
Michelle. He did not say fees. He said thieves. You know, like people who steal thieves. Yeah.
Yeah,
not
but
thieves.
even so, the thing is,
they take all this money in, to provide a service, and
here's
then
the question.
They say, well, we don't actually
Here is the question.
In.
I'm not a
it's
CPA.
An open door,
I'm not a CPA,
you have to
so
wait outside
for
the food.
I would need to talk to Brian, the CPA, on about this because he knows his he's in Chicago though. Is this if your Soup Kitchen for some reason loses its 501c3 status, then you don't sell anything, how can you owe taxes? See what I'm saying? It's like, wait, how can you owe taxes if you're not selling anything? You're not making a product for sale.
Are you trying to do some tax shenanigans for them?
What I'm just saying is, how in the hell did you, first of all, how can you lose your 501c3 exempt status? That's the first question. Who forgot to continue to maintain the proper 501c3 paperwork? That doesn't make any sense.
You're getting yourself all worked up for no reason.
Yeah, Michelle. Nothing you can do about it. I mean, right? It's out of your hands. You know, I wouldn't worry about it.
Yeah.
For the next
okay,
stream that you do
that's
with
fine.
Danny
Property
G, can we
taxes,
get you a
exactly.
bottle of wine for sure, though? Because let's get you a loosey-goosey.
Yeah.
I felt like we were all sauced up and you were the only
So
sober
I think what's
person
going to
in the
happen
room.
is it's going to have to go into a tax court case. It's going to have to go. The CPA's going to have to go through those books with a fine tooth comb since Kerry took over, and find out where.
Fascinating, Michelle. Fascinating.
In a way, it is kind of.
Yeah. So the next time you do your stream, Michelle, we got to get you a bottle of wine.
Yeah, I looked
Maybe
online.
even a regular bottle as well, instead of like, you know, this.
She has drinking regular wine. She
Right.
drank Chardonnay before, right?
That's what I'm saying. Like something good, not like
Well,
you
right
know,
now,
teenage wine. You know,
right now,
like
I got some donations. I got like $40.
Nice.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
we don't need a. We're not talking about the money. We're talking about a
I
bottle
was
of wine.
gonna go ahead and see if I can get on onto Five Corners or Five Guys Liquors and get the wine. The problem is the wine I like, the Boone's Farm wine. The only ones I have is Hawaiian and Sangria. Now
Try a new wine, Michelle. Try instead of Boone's Farm, get a regular wine like
Michelle.
Yellowtail, I believe, would be better.
I'm thinking about I'm thinking about a blush one. I'm thinking like a Chablis.
Yeah, Michelle, I'm gonna level with you. I'm gonna level with you, Michelle. That Boone's Farm wine is kind of like a joke. It's kind of like what white trash people drink. It's what like teenagers drink. It's not like something respectable. If you had someone over your house for dinner, you wouldn't offer them Boone's Farm wine. I mean, most people wouldn't. I'm sorry to say that, but you know, you gotta get something classy. Get something regular.
I like a fruity wine. I like a sweet wine.
Yeah, don't get Boone's Farm, no, Michelle. It's kind of I'm just gonna say it's kind of low class. It's low brow.
Oh, you want
You're
low
not that
class?
type of person,
What about
Michelle.
Franzia? Wine in a box.
Yeah, Moscato, Michelle. Dabs is right. Moscato, that's a much sweeter wine than Chardonnay. It's an actual wine with Moscato grapes.
I did see Moscato.
It's not like snowberries or whatever the fuck they call that Hawaiian punch. So, Michelle, why don't you check out Moscato?
I'll have to look at. I mean, I did see it on there.
Yeah, like Google it. See what Moscato and what people say. You know, don't take my word on it. See what a woman says.
Is that one with a screw cap or the goddamn cork?
No, you're not listening, Michelle. It's a type of wine. It's Moscato grapes. It uses a specific grape.
You know, all the wine bottles are different. It just depends upon the company that produces the wine, Michelle. Certain wines don't come in a cork and certain wines don't come in a twist off. Like, it just depends upon the company who produces the wine.
Right, I figured that.
Yeah. So, I mean, either way, I mean, you can get a cork open, Michelle. You got it open last time. You could, I mean, if need be, you could do it again, or, you know.
Yeah, I could get a bottle. I could get a cork
They're called
remover
Muscat
on
grapes.
Amazon. I'm gonna get a nice one that's gonna last me a while. I'm thinking about the kind with the clamps down and it's.
Oh, well, actually, you know what? Stop right there, Michelle. If you want a wine that'll last a while, get boxed wine. Doesn't matter what flavor you get at that point, because you know the box brands, they're all the same pretty much.
There you go.
But get yourself a box of wine, Michelle. It'll last you probably a month.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea. They're
like a
pretty
Franzia.
good too.
Franzia wine was what I was talking
Yeah,
about.
my grandma used to drink box wine all the time, and then I got it later in life.
Yeah.
Just as good as regular one.
All right, so
more economical too.
Yeah, that's really cool too, Michelle, because it comes with its own little spout. You don't have to worry about opening up it. Yeah, you don't have to worry about a cork or nothing. And like Skynet said, you don't have to drink it all at once. You can take some out and put it in the fridge. You know, it'll last you a little while. Definitely last you a while. Yeah, it's a good idea. I would. You know what? I second that, Michelle. I'm gonna definitely second that idea. Box of wine probably be really good for you.
Yeah, upgrade to box wine, Michelle.
Right, so like Sort of like the fancy rose wine, or yeah, like it's kind of like a It's not.
Good for
It's
your
not
good
strictly
for
a
your
white
heart as
wine.
well, Mich.
It's not strictly a red wine. I've had the red wine before. It's pretty good. But
Yeah,
it's,
they got red, they got white, they got
Yeah.
Chardonnay, they got table wine, they got sangria in the box. I mean, they
Yeah.
got a lot of different boxes.
Yeah.
So now, what exactly is sangria? I know sangria is a red wine. Um, it's supposed to be what pretty strong stuff, I think.
Isn't that the fruit one? The sangria? I think isn't that a fruitier one? Fruitier wine?
I don't know anything about sangria wine.
It's supposed to be a mixed drink, I guess. Red
Sangria.
sangria is made with red wine, so
Yeah, I think that's more of like a
Spanish
mixed
red.
drink. I thought that had like the fruit in it and stuff, right?
Normally, yeah. Normally, you would serve it with like oranges, and
Mm-hmm.
tangerines, and pineapple, and
Yeah.
fruit's supposed to be. I would say argue in the glass, but just get yourself a box of wine, Michelle. It would save you so much trouble.
Yeah. Well, I could. Oh, let's see. Now I will go on to the liquor store online and see how much you're charging. I know that the Francia wasn't that expensive. Um, and like you said, you can keep it in the refrigerator.
Yeah, it'll last you a while. Those
Yeah.
boxes are pretty big. I mean, yeah, you get a
I
lot
want
of.
to say it's like 3 bottles of wine, or
Right.
maybe 6. It's one of the two.
Yeah.
All right. Of course. Yeah, I'm still tired from last night. Well, it was so much energy last night. It was like yay.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna be talking to Danny G today, not on a live stream,
Yeah.
but
Oh shit! Thanks for reminding me. Michelle's supposed to be going live at probably about an hour from now. I think she said she's gonna be live.
yes.
Yeah, let's check her out later, guys. Make sure you're there for Danny G, and we're all going to masturbate together and watch her play with her pussy.
It's Danny G on Chatterbait.
Yeah. Well, anyway, it's kind of surprising. Like I said, it is Saturday. I guess people might be watching cartoons or something on TV. Because, like, there are only 7 people on here right now.
Well, I set an alarm so that way I would wake up today and not just sleep the day away because I've got, like, music ideas that I want to do.
Oh, I can tell you, I'm still a little tired from last night, too, because there was so much energy, it just peppered me right out. I was like,
yeah, I can hear it. You want to take a nap?
Knocked her right out.
Yep.
Well, that's good, Michelle. Glad you, that's a good thing. Sometimes when you have like a busy day and you get, do a lot, and then once you hit the bed, you just conk right out. That's a great day,
And asked me a valid question. He says, "What do you do when you're sitting out there when you're not streaming?" And I said, "No, I just watch videos." But
How did you not know? You guys live in a 1-bedroom apartment. I mean, you guys should always know what everyone, each other's doing at all times.
yeah, of course, right now I gotta take care of some housework too. So
yeah.
we had a good. I mean, I think I've got more mail coming today. I don't have any boxes coming, but I got to wait for my new Amazon card to come because I reported the other one I didn't get lost because I think when I got unslotted with all those boxes, I think I threw it out by mistake, thinking it was junk. So they're sending me a new card. They're gonna activate that for Amazon Synchrony Bank. Gives me $500 credit line. Then I don't really want to use credit cards because I just keep them there. But
Is Ed gonna buy a new bed?
I wasn't gonna use the cards right now, but I'm thinking definitely is that I still would like to buy a better monitor for this one. I'm tapping with my fingers because this thing is, it's only 720p. I want to go with a 1080p, kind of would match my other monitor, which is the HP monitor. so that the colors will be easier to keep calibrated and stuff. But you know, that's a whole other story. I mean, you can then to like move 1080p videos can move over to the 1080p monitor, but moving over 1080p stuff over to the 720p monitor becomes a challenge. So many of my videos are some of my games on Steam are insisting on being on this monitor here and not on the other monitor. So, I mean, sure, I can swap the monitor positions on the desktop around, but then that means everything else is messed up. So, yeah, I gotta work on that. But like Virgo Goddess said, make sure you don't get stuck in scams and buy stuff that's not good for you. Which I agree with that.
Yeah, can you get a sex toy catalog sent to your house, Michelle? I feel like that would be fun to look at.
I'm not really sure about that, but the other thing too, if I may point out, is that the video camera stuff that I was showing you, the VT Studio. That is, I did check out the other one that you mentioned there from what's it, Anrite, Animate, Go Animate, the other one. That there is some of that software is available on the Mac. I did try it on Steam. I tried Vroid. I didn't understand what to do with Vroid.
You're using roids now?
It was just I created my avatar, but then how I animate it. I was totally unimpressed by it. I was
you should get face rig, Michelle. Well, I don't know if that can work on the Mac, but you should get face rig.
Face rig, that's what makes it right. Face rig.
Yeah, you should get that
but
one. That's a good
right
one.
now they don't have a Mac version. The
No? Damn it.
The Vroid did have one for Mac, and I tried it, and I just didn't. I didn't like it. I just thought it was like.
Not a fan.
It's so much like the one software I'm having now because it's simple. It's not too complicated. I got it working in less than a half an hour. Next thing you know, I'm looking at this little cute kitty cat and being able to put little background settings on it. Like I can have a little bed and a little bedroom set.
Michelle, will you play that musical instrument that Wiggy sent you?
It's still back in the box. I don't have it right now with me. But I can play you the strings real quick.
Can you go get it and play it? I never got to see it when you played it.
See it when you're playing it. No, I haven't figured out exactly how to play it yet. I know you can play it with your thumbs. I get that part.
What I'm saying is, can you go get it and just kind of demo it? Because I never got to see it.
No. It's already 11:30. Oh my god.
Seriously, Jesus.
It's 11:30, guys.
Yeah, we got half an hour, Michelle. You got half an hour to fill. Why not go grab it and play with it? Why not go grab it?
Chair syndrome, Michelle. You're stuck in that chair.
Yeah, why not just go grab it and play around with it for a bit, Michelle? It'd be better than just sitting here rambling or you playing with the springs or something. Yeah, why don't you go grab the Columbo?
Right, just a little something different.
Oh, by the way, there was another thing too that on the Danny Joe was surprised in the ending. She said, "That's a regular everyday kitchen calendar, and you play it very well."
I'm sure she said that.
She recognized the song right away. She recognized it was "Hail Holy Queen."
I got with that, Michelle.
She said I never heard anyone play that on a kitchen calendar before.
Fucking shit. That's a lie. That's 100% a lie.
Let's get. Let's see what I say.
No,
that's a fucking 100% a lie.
I believe it.
All right, hold on a minute.
I don't.
Danny G is a saint.
I got it.
No, I'm sure she is, but she didn't say that. Oh, that's holy. That's Holy Mary Me. I recognize that song. This is fucking bang, bang, bang. There's no goddamn way, dude. This thing is pretty cool, though. I mean, it seems like a pretty easy instrument. I mean, she could play it. The thing that
she getting it? Is Michelle getting it? I see she got it.
She's going to get it.
Yeah.
She's like, fuck, we do got half an hour, you know.
They got me here.
Maybe I should.
Probably not going to be able to fill up much longer.
On one more time, I might hear a gunshot from Paul's fucking computer.
Alright. First of all, I don't know much about the history of this.
That's all right, Michelle. I don't know. Yeah. I've never even seen this thing, so.
Yeah, we're not looking to know how it's built, where it came from. We want to see it plucked.
Alright.
Alright.
Let's put my monitor back on there. Like I said, I don't know much about this instrument at all. It's pretty simple.
Yeah. So what you do, Michelle, is you hold it in your hand. You put both your hands out, like you put them both together. You put both your hands out, and you rest them on your 8 fingers. And then you take your 2 thumbs and then play the notes with your thumbs. That's how you hold the instrument and use it.
You gotta get closer to the microphone, Michelle. I can't hear anything.
Oh, you want to hear it? Okay. No problem.
Nice. It's got its own little fucking amplifier.
Maybe hold it to the mic in front of you, Michelle, instead of the one on your chest. That way it'll be easier to play.
I don't hear anything.
I don't either.
I hope you guys hear it. Maybe it's just you know. I hope you guys can hear it.
Oh, I heard one.
Oh, there you go.
So that's what it sounds like.
Yeah, there you go, Michelle. Yeah, I heard it like coming in. I'm like, where is this from? This is like a Philippines instrument or something? I mean, I can almost make out what she's playing, and it sounds perfect.
How many brothers fell victim to the streets? Young depressed nigga. Victim to the street.
Alright,
Life goes on. Yeah, that was pretty cool, Michelle. You like that thing? You like it?
I love that.
Pretty
like
cool.
it, Michelle?
That's pretty cool.
You like plucking it?
Craig Senior here. I'm on my wife's phone. My phone is so broken. What I like to call an instrument that is called a kalimba. K-L-I-M-B-A. Kalimba.
That's a show. Good morning, Craig.
It's a K-A-L-I-M-B-A.
Kalimba.
K-A-L-I-M-B-A.
Where is the kalimba instrument from?
A kalimba.
Africa.
Kalimba.
Africa.
It's right there
Well,
in the box right
Michelle,
there. Kalimba.
Michelle, I don't know if you know it or not, but Kwanzaa starts, Michelle, on the 26th. Maybe you can learn a song and do like a Kwanzaa stream. Starts next Monday and it ends on the 1st. So you got 7 days.
Stoner with a boner
Well, it's one
posted
thing
in
I don't
general
have
chat that when you get
is
good with the instrument, you can summon animals with it.
I don't even know. Okay, I mean they give you a tuning tool, but they don't really.
You,
I don't know.
Summon a new cat for Rusty.
they don't walk you through it.
Let's see. What note is this? Okay, so I see what they did here. In order to keep the symmetrical shape, some of these
Oh
keys.
shit! If you play the instrument, not only do they copy you, but they're friendly. They're not going to attack you on sight.
Like soothes them. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I need to figure out how this
Take that thing
works.
to the zoo.
Yeah, I think you should put a little more effort. I mean, I love it, Michelle. I think you playing musical instruments is a good benefit for your show.
That's pretty cool. I like it a lot as well. I think it's an interesting instrument, Michelle. I've never seen one before until you got one and looked into it a little bit more. And yeah, it's really very intricate and very unique, such as yourself. So you should definitely, learn how to play it a little bit. And just shout out to, I believe, Wigto for sending that.
Don't drop the microphone and said. Oh, jeez.
Play that shit.
Let me turn that down. Turn it down from Megadeth.
Turn it up. Said you want to learn a Megadeth song, Michelle? That'd be pretty cool. That'd be fucking awesome.
She wants to tune it down so she can play Megadeth.
On the Columbia, yeah.
You can see he's eating the microphone right now. Turn it down to it's just a soft roar.
And put it in the one in front of you, Michelle. Not the one on your chest, but the one in front of you. Put it to that microphone. That might come in a bit better. Or not.
See, this microphone can be used as a.
Well, honestly, that microphone or Google Meet sucks because.
Yeah.
Right now, I got the microphone actually in the hole, in the sound hole.
Probably like the noise cancellation or something on her end. Let's see if we can even hear it on the stream. Bring it up on my phone. You can hear it on the stream.
Whoa.
You can hear it on the stream.
There you go.
Yeah, Google Meets just sucks.
A little bit of loud, discordant sounds for some people waking up, calling alarm clock. Yeah.
I'm trying to wake up the crew.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Michelle, summon them in here. You can summon animals with that thing. Maybe you can summon some people. Keep that thing going, Michelle. Get some good spirits, some good people, some good animals in here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Keep it going. Keep it going. It's like wind chimes. It's very relaxing. Very relaxing. I can see how an animal would like that.
I know.
That thing's awesome, Michelle. Keep it going. I like it. Please, Michelle, don't even put that thing back in the box. Keep it at your desk. Play around with it. Watch some YouTube videos on it. Like, you don't
What
even.
about you
Well,
playing
my
that on
problem
top
right
of
now,
a
my desk has got
office?
so much stuff on it. It's kind of hard to keep it track because my cat knocks everything on the damn floor. So I don't really know if I want to put.
Be on the desk.
Michelle, it's only like 4 or 5 inches long. I mean, you can't put it in a desk.
Okay. No, there's no room in the drawers in the desk. That's what I'm saying. This desk is kind of like the guy's desk on Shoe in the comic strip. Skylar's desk with all that paperwork ready threatening to fall off it. That's how bad it is up here. I'm not kidding. If you ever look at the back of my desk.
All right.
Anyway, so I still want to get my violin too. That'd be fun. Your neighbors will love you. She's trying to do some heavy metal violin screaming solos with E string screaming at the top of its resonance. Yeah, there's actually a woman that plays the harp, but she uses it with electronic pedal effects. This is kind of funny. I watch all kinds of weird shit.
So you're gonna be doing a chatterbait stream with that instrument anytime soon?
I don't know. I might talk about it on the chatterbait stream, but I don't really know if it would fit chatterbait. Why don't you shove that thing where the sun don't shine? No, thank you. I don't think it would fit. I don't really know if it fit there.
You want to find out?
Yeah. Yeah. So, like I said, it's an interesting instrument. It's called a kalimba. It's KALIMBA. I believe it's a Middle Eastern instrument.
It's African. It's from Africa. It's African.
It's from Africa. Okay.
Yep. Yeah, I just looked it up. Africa.
Oh, it's close.
Yeah, not too far off. Not too far off.
Yeah, I think it's starting to get there. The sound. I understand now why the keys are laid out the way they are. The two thumbs. They're supposed to be played with the thumbs. I was playing with my ring fingers because it's easier. Because I'm holding on to with the finger, the motherfucker fingers. The fingers that always say "go fuck yourself" can also play music too. So.
Michelle, did you know that William Murderface plays the bass with his dick?
Well, never heard of that one. One instrument I like besides the violin is the orchestral harp. But the harpist has
Get yourself a harp. Totally get yourself a harp.
I have no place to put an orchestral harp. The two Harpy twins, which were trained in the Conservatory of the Arts, they play harp of all kind. They play electric harp, orchestral harp, everything from traditional harp music to rock and roll, baby. They have
Michelle,
a video. They have videos right here on YouTube if you want to watch.
Michelle, I know one harp you could get that'd be really easy to store. It's called a mouth harp, also known as a harmonica.
Also known as a Jew harp.
Yeah, you ever play one of those before, Michelle? You ever play a Jew harp
harmonica?
Before? Yeah.
Mouth organ.
Yeah, you ever play one of those?
I had one as a kid. I never really figured it out yet.
I bet you slobbered that mouth organ.
Like I said, I played with it as a kid, but I don't really know much about harmonicas. The sound of the mouth organ. Isn't that one of the songs I played from How the Whistles on? Yeah. Yeah, well, I think what Burgess Meredith said in that song was pretty good about the harp on the mouth organ. A dime or two will satisfy my cost. Some virtuos look down on me with scorn. I can barely hold a tune. And I'm just kind of paraphrasing what he said. It was really a nice poem. It was a poem in a record form.
Like a rap song.
And then you break off in the middle of notes. And you pull me back in the pocket of your rest. What I bumped you up a bit, made you feel not so low. You realize you're not such a bad fella after all. I will play that someday again. I played that on Silvermoon Radio. That was it's one of my favorite little poems that he did in How the West was won by Burgess Meredith. It was actually a cute little thing about the harmonica.
The harmonica.
Harmonica, yeah.
Harmonica.
Harmonica, it's called.
Harmonica.
Harmonica.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, this microphone, this lapel leveler microphone, is also rated as a musical instrument microphone too. That's why I
So we
stuck
can
it in
get
the
you
sound
two
hole.
turntables.
But
You
damn,
got
did
two
I get
turntables
loud?
there? Michelle, you got two turntables?
You got two what?
Turntables. How many turntables do you have?
I have two, but they're not hooked up together.
Oh shit! You need to hook that shit up. Then you have two turntables and a mic.
If I get another Garrard 205 or Garrard 210 turntable, and it's in good shape with the same cartridge, and I have a match set.
You're kind of reading my mind, Skynet, because I was gonna ask her if she's ever scratched a record before, like Michelle, you ever scratch a record before? You know, with the needles. You know, you
not on purpose.
Yeah, no. Okay. Fair enough.
Not on purpose. Unfortunately, by accident, I have. You know,
we'll get you some of those needles, Michelle. What if we got you some of those needles for your record player, like the fancy one?
We'll get you some special records that you can scratch.
Yeah. Would you try it out?
No.
No.
I'm still thinking about maybe I should go back with magnetic cartridge instead of ceramic. Although ceramic sounds good. I don't have a problem with ceramic cartridge.
Michelle,
I think Michelle is fascinated with that. I don't think she's going to put that down all day. I think that's... Yeah, it's interesting because the way that they have the scales set up on it. I need to read a little bit about how the scale organized, because it seems like instead of having the notes being equally high to low on both sides, you see the C note, which is the first octave, is the highest one. It literally is the highest one. And then on either side, the notes go down in pitch, or up in pitch. Okay, so...
It's like a piano. The low notes are supposed to be on the left, and the high notes are supposed to be on the right. It's like a piano.
It doesn't seem like that makes any sense the way it's kind of designed, because the way the middle bars are placed in it. But I'm not going to sit there and say you're wrong, because I don't know much about it.
Yeah, look at a video.
All you got to do is look at a YouTube video.
Yeah, look at a video, Michelle. Look at a video of how to play it. Like, you hold it in the palm of your hand on, like, your fingers. You put your hands together, so you have 8 fingers in a row. And you hold it in that, and then you rest it in that, and then you bring your thumbs over the top and pluck the front of the the keys or whatever you want to call them. Yeah, let's watch a YouTube video like Skynet and I've suggested.
Oh, so Craig, what did you think of that little kitty cat demo I did a couple days ago, yesterday? Of course, you didn't do it in real time. No, I didn't do it in real time. You want to do it in real time? Oh, God, no.
No, I don't.
Not that different.
Yeah, not at all. Or do we want to watch the video of you doing it?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, Craig, you could skip it.
Yeah, it's nothing phenomenal. You need. I would find a better program, Michelle. I mean, that one's kind of.
I like like it.
I don't even want her
It's
using a
it's
program.
designed.
I'd rather
It
just see
adds
you,
more
Michelle. I'd rather
resources.
just see you. Yeah,
No,
I
I
don't
mean
really.
I like it because it's simple. It's not complicated. You know,
Right.
it's the animation's cute. It's got a little. It got other kitty
But we
cats. I even
want to
got a
see
human
you,
face on it too.
Michelle. You're
But
better
I'm
than this
saying is I
character.
like the program because it's got the cuteness factor. It's got the cuteness factor, and I like cute. I like cute stuff too. I'm not always hardcore. Gotta be the best nuts and bolts. Sometimes I like to have fun with stupid things and just to see how they can do with them. And I fell in love with it. It's just a cute little program. It's not complicated. It doesn't take a lot of work to figure it out. Once it starts to learn your facial expressions, because I have a program for my hands too, in my mouth, in my eyes, in my face. And once you figure out how to get that calibrated, it's pretty cool. Because I mean, all of a sudden you got a talking kitty cat. It doesn't actually based on sound. It's based on the movement of the lips. So
Yeah.
it's just cute. I like it. Okay. And it's I know the other one, Face Rig. I looked at that one too, but that's not available yet for the Mac.
That's great and everything, Michelle. But what about playing a synthesizer? Would you ever play a synthesizer if we got you like a Moog
like a keyboard.
modulator?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I had a Casio Teen keyboard when I was in high school.
It's a bit different. I mean, there might be a couple more knobs and gadgets on it, but yeah, it'd be pretty. You can just play around with it, make different tones and noises,
Yeah.
and just see what you can come up with. Yeah, it'd be pretty cool to play around with.
Oh, I'm
What are those
mostly
things called?
I am particularly impressed with
The
acoustic
Moog
instruments.
modulator. There's like a
I'm really
Like an
more
$50
automaton? I think it's
synthesizer.
called an automaton. One of those things. One of those instruments.
now. Remember how maybe you don't realize how originally how we got the calendars. The calendar was quite an accident. One time I dropped the calendar in the kitchen and I heard it clang. I said, "That sounds really good." And then I grabbed a butter knife and I started tapping it, and I got those different tones out of it. I said, "This is
I
even
did the
better
same
than I
thing to
thought."
my mom's pots and pans when I was like 4, Michelle. I just sit there and bang on them and make a drum kit and.
Sure, you can use. There's no reason why you couldn't make a drum kit out of pots and pans.
Yeah, it was
Absolutely.
fun. Yeah, I remember doing that when I was a little boy. It was fun.
Some really big, thin sheet metal pans could be pretty boomy, especially like the big hotel stock pot ones. Those things
You know what
are.
else? Well, a couple times I used to throw them down the stairs, Michelle. Like we had these basement stairs that were really tough, so I'd throw them down the stairs and just to hear all that noise. My mom gets super pissed at me. What are you doing, Paul? Blong, 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 blong. That's how they name Chinese people. Ding dong, ding dong, clong, clong. Yeah, it was
Well,
funny.
that's another instrument that they play that has that sound you're talking about. An Asian instrument. There's a couple instruments that do that. There's one that even uses nylon strings, which what's his name there? Oh, good grief. I watched him before. He was really cool. He's a string. He plays guitar and he interviews people with other instruments. Like for example, he did a review on this other type of African instrument that later became a main staple in Asia. Um, and it involves movable pegs. So you don't actually have a hardcore tuning. It's got nylon strings, but it's got movable pegs. And it's like 24 strings, and she's like plucking it. Bing, 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 bing. Always calling different sounds out of it. And I was like, cool, I like that. It looks really, really strange, but it sounded pretty cool. Oh God, his name is at the top of my tongue and I can't remember right now. Okay, I'll figure it out. So yeah, musical instruments. I definitely like the acoustic ones. I'm not so much into the electronic ones as much. I'm not saying I'm against electronic instruments because I'm not. Because after all, I have on my MacBook and GarageBand, or on my desktop on GarageBand, I have these electronic instruments I programmed and created some really weird ones.
All right, Michelle. Dabs wants to know if we got you a kitty cat costume, would you wear it or try it on? I guess.
A kitty cat costume. I don't know. It's funny because I was talking about to Danny G about furries yesterday. She kind of likes furries. She thinks furries are cool. I really don't know much about the furry. Probably. Of course, you wouldn't see much below my chest on this show. As I hardly ever stand up much anymore. There's no room. The studio is so cramped. With the green
Michelle,
screen in here.
You can't say there's no room to stand up.
Yeah. So she says she's never gone to a furry convention. I haven't either, but I do know they exist.
Michelle, how many times do you think you could stand up and sit down in 5 minutes?
Maybe about 5.
No, what?
Maybe 10.
5? What? 5 minutes, Michelle? So you're saying
I
you
can
can only
probably get
stand
up and sit. I can probably get up and down in this chair in about 10 minutes, about 10 times in 5 minutes.
So that's every 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should be able to do it like you should be able to get at least, I would say, at least 30.
I never
40.
first seriously thought about doing it as a contest to find out. It just basically, you know.
You want to do it today?
I don't want to do it today. No.
No.
I'm gonna take care of some other business today.
You don't want to do it any days, can you?
Well, we got a truck to drive someday. I'm gonna have to get the truck out.
Well, you got to get up and sit down. I'm gonna be driving a truck, so.
A lot of getting in and out of the cab.
Yeah. Drive my truck. When are you gonna play World of Warcraft, next Monday or next Tuesday? Or Sunday?
Tomorrow.
Sunday.
Sunday. Okay.
Yeah.
7
7:00.
o'clock, exactly. You know, give or take, but yeah.
Yeah.
Some Sunday slaughter. Hell yeah.
Yep. We got ourselves leveled up. We got the talent.
You know what
We're
would be
back
nice?
in the leveling area. We're ready to rock.
That's what's up. Hell yeah.
You know what would be nice if we could actually, if I played my other Vanya character, the warrior, she could kind of use a little bit of practice too. She's a level 18. She hasn't really.
So we gotta keep our eye on the prize. I mean, you can play, Vanya or whoever on your own, but when you and I play, we gotta keep our eye on that prize. We gotta keep working.
Yeah.
Keep leveling up. Yeah.
No, keep leveling up.
It's funny because Vanya is the original character I started out with in Classic. Michaela is the original character I started out in Retail BFA. Most people don't really know that. And people don't understand why I got so excited about when I first saw World of Warcraft when I first played it as Vanya. Was because it was so different. It was like...
Yeah, delete the other characters.
The world was, to me, so alive
Vanya.
for a game. I mean, it was like so much alive to the World of Warcraft. People don't understand.
Phil, have you ever deleted a character in World of Warcraft?
Yes, I have. I've deleted a couple of them.
Who'd you delete and why?
Well, I deleted my my gnome warrior because an NPC laughed at her. I went to my warrior training, and this poor guy, this guy goes, "You want me to train you?" Kind of small, don't you think? I was like,
it was such a sick burn that you deleted the character.
I couldn't disagree with the guy.
No, why didn't you do /laugh and laugh back at
my
him?
little tiny pig sticker, and I'm going up against a wolf, and I'm getting killed repeatedly, and I was like, this is ridiculous.
You were humiliated off the game. By an NPC.
An
Michelle.
NPC. Really
Oh my
character.
goodness. Oh my god. What about the other characters, Michelle? I think you said you had a few. What about some of the other characters? What were the scenarios?
Well,
with
I
their
still got my
deletion?
other mage. I still got Bella Rice. My mage, in classic. She's I created a character based on the movie 10,000 Hours of Mage, which I thought was kind of cute. Of course, the other guy's character is got red hair. Mine's got brown hair.
Michelle, I think you just made my day so far.
But what he said about the mage is true. Is that mages don't have healing potions, but we got fire and frost spells, and we can basically tie up somebody. Plus, he pointed a suggestion about using blink. I never really used blink for that in the middle of a combat, but it certainly sounded like an idea to use blink.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Good to get you out of the quick situation. Yeah, teleport you kind of far. Definitely good to use if you're in trouble, Michelle. You need to get some more mana built up.
You got sheep the guy and then blink out.
Mm-hmm. I think they also have a teleport. I think there's two of them. There's blink and I believe there's a teleport as well. It's been a while, but I think there's also a teleport. I could be wrong though.
So I tried that with one combat. It kind of worked. Got out of harm fairly fast, but make sure you aim. You know where you're aiming at, so you don't accidentally basically blink yourself into a wall.
Yeah, I like the polymorph people, Michelle. Turn them into a sheep, and then blink out of there.
Anything we tell. Yeah.
Polymorph. Yeah.
So also, what are you gonna do with other things in life? What other things?
Oh, I wish I could have been in that session.
Every now and then when this monitor blanks out, I wonder, is it the monitor? Is it the VGA adapter?
It's probably a loose cable, Michelle.
Yeah, maybe check your connections.
I did.
The back of...
They're not loose. They're tight.
In the back of the monitor and the computer?
And yes, I did both.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, no, like you said, Michelle, maybe it's just old monitor. I guess it happened.
Yeah,
I'm assuming it's a flat screen.
It's a
if
flat
you have
screen.
It taped to a pole or
it's got a cold cathode tube in it. It's not backlit with LED. It's got a CFL in the back.
You're just spitting letters at me.
It's got probably. Well, actually, I can tell you exactly how many hours of use it's got.
Probably like an $80 monitor, something cheap, I'm sure.
Let's see.
Michelle, Wigto says that she is hung over. Do you have any hungover remedies?
That's a good question.
I'm just checking something here for a second. I'm curious about.
All right.
Hold on a minute. Let's see. Menu transparency, timer, menu lock. Factory reset. LCD conditioning is disabled. I want to change that. All right. So.
yeah.
Oh, never mind that. So I'm just saying, this is an old seat.
Did you hear my question, Michelle? I had a question. Yeah. So Wiki says that she is hungover from last night. Do you have any sort of remedies that you could recommend?
I don't have any. No.
Well, just gotta live with it.
Just deal with it.
But I mean,
Nothing at all.
I'm glad that we had a good time. Or was it?
Sure, that right there would probably make her feel a bit better, Michelle.
Drink a little bit of coffee, maybe.
It was a pretty good time, Michelle.
Last night.
Good time.
It's been. Yeah, well.
Yeah, well. Michelle likes thin. I mean, that's pretty much the bottom line.
Well, you know what you always could do if you really want to. You can always look at CRT VGA monitor out of the storage bin and put it over here. Where the fuck will they plug it in? That's no problem. But where would you put it? Let's see.
Classic Michelle. Let me just talk about
that
the
is
monitor.
A good question. Where would they put a CRT-based monitor on this desk?
Oh, Lemmy talking about it, not Michelle.
I think it's going to be have Michelle having an interview between each other.
Yeah.
Michelle, Michelle, you've interviewed a few people on your show, but you know what? Why don't you interview Lumi? Would you ever do an interview with a Lumi? Like, put her on a panel?
I have interviewed Lumi a few times, but
Oh.
I think that maybe it would be. It sounds like Danny G wanted to interview me a couple times last night too. So maybe I'll ask her if she wants me to be at one of her shows. I'm sure she has a YouTube channel now. She said she does more. She's also involved with social media besides ChatterBait in the adult industry. So I think that would be interesting for her.
I mean, I think she meant more like Twitter and.
She's on Twitter.
Instagram.
She's on YouTube.
I think that's the social media she was referring to. I don't.
Right. She's on Twitter. She's on Instagram, Snapchat, and
I don't think she has a YouTube channel.
Yeah, she does.
She
does
she? Okay.
She was on YouTube a couple days ago. She was on YouTube on our own chat a couple days ago, guys.
Right, but I'm saying, does she post stuff on her channel? Is she a publisher on YouTube, or does she just have an account? I mean, that's what I'm saying. I don't think.
I don't think she has.
Everybody has.
Yeah, I don't think she publishes on YouTube. Michelle's what I'm saying.
Right, she does. I don't think.
I've never seen her publish.
Right.
I've never seen her publish either, but it doesn't mean she doesn't have access to a channel. She just probably never used it.
Right. That's what I was saying. I'm sure she has.
Maybe I could ask her if she would like to interview me and Lumi on her channel.
On her ChatterBait?
On ChatterBait or whatever, yeah.
Oh, okay.
She told me, she said straight out, she's not too technically inclined. She doesn't know how to do all that.
Michelle.
Craig says the show last night was wonderful. I had a good time, and she's very, very, very nice person. It was nice of her to take the time to come up on the show, and it's cool that nothing offends her.
Right.
Yeah.
I know people are going to get mad at me,
You'll probably know is because you've been around long enough. Sometimes you have to build up a thick skin, and that's true. She doesn't
Michelle, yeah. Oh, wait. You there, Michelle? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So I just wanted to say, I know people are going to be mad, but I think if maybe Danny G and Tiger Kitty met and talked with each other, maybe we could win over Tiger Kitty into, just being chill with things like Danny G is.
Yeah.
Maybe Danny G will rub off on Tiger Kitty a little.
Well, Danny G is in our Discord. Tiger Kitty is in our Discord.
What do you think about getting the two of them
ask Danny G if she would like to talk to Tiger Kitty in a group chat with me and Andrew.
No, fuck Andrew.
Sorry about that. No, hey.
I mean, I guess, you know what? I think Danny G would do it all right.
Bye-bye, Junksite. Bye-bye. Oh, sorry, I didn't report you yet. I just hit you. Well, let's see.
So why did you get rid of the best adult dating site? Like, people are lonely this time of year.
See, the thing is, I don't even know why these reporting date sites even exist. They just irritate me.
Irritate you?
Because it's like, and some of them just seriously have nefarious purposes. They don't.
You can't date no one. No one can.
We can tell the best thing you can do is have a couple of beers. I know it sounds crazy, but I drink plenty of water too and aspirin. Yeah, I agree with the water and aspirin, and definitely eat something lightweight. Like a bowl of cereal or something.
No, you want to eat something filling.
Yeah, I just agree with that. Yeah, do something greasy or eggs and bacon.
Yeah,
burger.
Right. Like I said,
hamburger. Yeah, you want
also a fruit smoothie. I know it sounds
like I said, like something that's
all the fruit and like yogurt and shit. Like it'll really.
I mean, like some dry cornflakes would be fine, or even Life cereal. Something.
Milk?
Not with milk.
No,
that's disgusting. You don't want dairy on a beer stomach.
You can eat that stuff without milk. That's no problem.
You can just dry our water. Yeah, I mean, that makes yeah. I get like eggs or something greasy, some hash browns, eggs and hash browns, a burger,
A hash browns, I could see. A burger, maybe.
filling. Something filling, greasy.
Uh, don't get too greasy, because then you'll start looking like a greasy. I'm a BBW, for God's sakes. You're talking about person knows big and bold.
Yeah, no, from it, Michelle.
I'm going to mix the cereal, eggs, and smoothie together.
Far fucking from it.
Yeah, well, I don't know how your stomach's going to feel about that. But anyway, it's been a good show. We had a lot done. We got a lot of things in last night, Craig. I wanna go back onto Twitter.
Basically, the whole synopsis
talk
of this
to
show
Danny
was last
G.
night, a little bit of music playing.
I'm gonna talk to Danny G and see if she would want to come and join me,
Thinking
Tiger
of the
Kitty,
future,
and
which is
Andrew
fine. It's the
in
morning
a
show.
DM. I think that'd be fun if I can get. Because Danny G, I believe, is on my Discord still. But I figure I can get her on a DM with Andrew, Tiger Kitty. I think that'd be fun. I think she'll enjoy talking to them.
Yeah.
Because they're British?
Well, I don't know if she would enjoy, Andrew if he's on crack, but, typically Andrew's the chill guy.
And I think that it's getting close to that time when I'm gonna have to get this computer apart again and give it a good blowjob with the vacuum.
What? Isn't that a good suck job?
No, I actually turn the vacuum on and blow, and then I just blow all the dust out. So that takes out the dust after the heat sinks off the processor. Because right now, my processor temperature right now has been running a little bit on the high side at 66 degrees Celsius, which is not bad, but it's still, I like to keep my processor under 60 degrees Celsius. Because if it gets too hot, then it starts to get cranky. And so, that's why I usually like I set temperatures like I do in my fan control application. And so, everybody, I'm going to quickly wrap it up. We do have a 9 o'clock show tonight. And so, a nice thing about this Mac is because it's the processor's in the tray. Just power it off, slide out the tray, put the tray on the table, hook up the vacuum cleaner.
So you want to play Jackbox tonight? You want to?
No, I'm gonna look for some. I'm gonna look for some other. I'm gonna look for some other games tonight. I want something.
Take some phone calls. Maybe call out some people. We'll see what Dory and Patty's up to. Give her a call.
Yeah, maybe some season's greetings. Happy holidays.
Leave a few voicemails on the soup kitchen line. Telling them to fuck off. We'll all take turns calling in and be like, "Fuck you guys, you're stealing money, thieves."
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. It's going to be a good show tonight.
All right, guys. So for the panel, I want to say thank you for coming on. And so like I said, I got to do some DM around here or PM, preventive maintenance. So after all, I don't need my 20 or 10-year-old computer become a molten ball of slag. This thing is that old. I can't believe it. 2009 Mac Pro. Yeah, it's getting up there in years now. All right, panel, so I'll talk to you later, okay?
If you insist, Michelle. If you insist.
All right, TT Mario for now. See you guys later tonight.
I bid you all farewell.
All right. Bye-bye.
Good one.
Choke your chicken.
Yeah.
Spank your monkey.
All right, so that's that. Yeah, I'm going to do a little bit of PM on this thing. Just to make sure that the computer, doesn't overheat and become a molten ball of slag. Because this thing is old and it's... When I see my processor temperature 66 degrees Celsius, I tend to think I need to seriously do some heat removal. And at the same time, we had a great show. We covered a lot this morning. And so for now, I'll let you guys go. Stay out of trouble, and I'll see you around 9 o'clock tonight. Okay? Bye-bye. Bye-bye, guys. This is like a 16-inch grinder. Hope you're hungry because you're going to be eating a lot of it. No. I don't need them. Why would I want to have to put money
Well,
into
I know you don't need it. Well, because you might want big whoppers.
These are the real deal, baby. These are real.
But would you wouldn't want, you've seen Rosie. I mean, they're massive.
I know. I know. But then again, we also see, like, other people that got those things. What happens is after you get to be a certain age, everything sags. And of course, we have the tools of trade, the fame, the calendar, the clapper. Let's call the spirits back real quick.
Golden one. Versus. Fight.
That's how we take care of those pests.
Ow! Oh, that's gonna hurt. Alright. And thank you very much for watching. Stay out of trouble, guys. I will see you tomorrow morning, normal time. Yep. Okay.